So this is the all-new Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra, and well, I might be showing you guys the S22 Ultra, but you will never find out anyways. There are some new things, although few in number, they make a huge impact on the overall device, and here they are. Without wasting any more time, let's get into it. Before we head on to the video, I would really appreciate it if you guys could subscribe to my channel. Around 97% of my viewers have not subscribed to my channel, so a sub to the channel would be awesome. Anyways, there are three key differences between the spec sheet of the Galaxy S23 Ultra and the S22 Ultra, and they are the new processor and performance. Secondly, being the new selfie camera that is, well, a weird decision but has a great output. And the third one is the all new rear camera setup, which is actually the headliner which Samsung is using, a 200 megapixel main camera. Anyways, let's go past these new changes one by one. Let's start with the processor and performance. Samsung has included the all new Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor in this. Samsung has gotten rid of their Exynos powered smartphones, which means all throughout the world the S23 series will be powered by the same Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor. Samsung also did mention that this was in collaboration with Qualcomm and they had made this chipset specially for Samsung, although there are not many differences except a certain higher clock speed for both the CPU and the GPU. Secondly, they have also upgraded to the LPDDR5X RAM, which is currently the best in class, and now the base S23 Ultra also does come with 256 gigs of UFS 4.0 storage, which is higher than the base storage on last year's model. So what does this actually translate to? Well, the phone is really snappy and shows great performance and can handle pretty intensive gaming as well. App opening speeds are really good and battery life has improved drastically, although it still has the same 5000 mAh battery as last year's S22 Ultra. The second change on the spec sheet is the all new 12 megapixel selfie camera. Although on paper this is a pretty significant downgrade from last year's 40 megapixel selfie camera, the final outcome is actually kind of the opposite. The 12 megapixel sensor, due to it being a new one and due to Samsung's improved image processing and the image processing on the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, the selfie quality has actually improved. Although it does not have the same clarity as the 40 megapixel sensor, the overall image quality is actually better. So I guess this downgrade has its upsides as well. So now coming to the main headliner which Samsung is using, the all new 200 megapixel selfie camera. So Samsung this time around has improved their pixel binding, wherein instead of combining 4 pixels to create a new pixel with more information, they are now combining 16 pixels, providing for much better image quality in comparison to last year. Also, instead of only keeping a 200 megapixel and a regular 12 megapixel mode, they have also introduced a 50 megapixel mode which does the same pixel binding as last year and also does act as a middle ground between really good clarity and really good image quality. The clarity though is astonishing using the 200 megapixel sensor, wherein after multiple cropping as well, the image is still pretty much usable. Samsung has also heavily improved their video stabilization to a point wherein Apple should be scared that their competition is finally catching up. The best part about this is that it is using OIS instead of EIS, which means that there is no reduction in quality. The larger sensor also allows for 8K video recording at 30 FPS instead of the awkward 24 FPS that we have been seeing on most smartphones over the past few years. Well, those are all the major changes to the S23 lineup this time around. There are some minor changes which are pretty insignificant, such as thicker rims around the cameras in this new model, although it's pretty much indistinguishable from last year's model. The second one being the fact that Samsung is now using 22% natural dyes in their colors and colors of the smartphones and more recyclable parts, I guess, but all of this is pretty insignificant and can't be bragged about. It is priced at 1,25,000 rupees, which is really expensive for a smartphone and also more than last year's price, but overall seems to be a great package. I feel that this phone is the best bang for the buck that you can currently get. The top of the line, most ridiculously spec'd phone that you can buy right now in 2023. Anyways, that's been it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You guys can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'll leave links for both those accounts in the video description. Thanks for watching. This is Techsavage and I'll see you guys in the next one.